Thank you, Lisa and Virginia. It's really wonderful to be here in this setting. I can't get over how marvelous the weather is here. I've been in Portland when it was sleet and ice and driving a rental car and slipping around on the roads. I've been here in rain, of course, but this is the most glorious time ever. I'm a seeker, as you all are, and it's not difficult at all to read with that idea in mind. My latest book, Doubtful Harbor, you may seek and find it over at the table, is a book of travel poems. And I think when we are traveling, we are always seeking something, looking for meaning in something. I was going to open with another poem, but because of the sound of the motorcycles, I thought I'd read instead this first poem in the volume. It's called Woman in Kuala Lumpur. Jet-lagged, I arrived a day early and took a tour. The Batu Caves, a pewter factory, a batik shop, a rubber tree plantation, a bug shop. Newly dead bugs dried and dipped in acetate, glued to pins for lapels, or shaped into objects Westerners would buy. It was foul, burned bugs and the cloy of acetate. I got back on the bus. The driver left me at a taxi stand. Easy here, he said, easy. Rush hour, a long line. I was in no hurry. People seemed nice. Business suits, valises, shopping bags. I listened to conversations I couldn't understand. Day chatter tones you'd find anywhere. The eaters, the readers, the blank looking ahead faces, adolescents with electronic toys. At last, at the front of the line, I said, Ampang Puteri, the hospital near my hotel. The garden, I said, my hand on the door handle. The driver shook his head. No, he said, and looked beyond me. This happened a third time. To the woman next in line, Muslim, I think, her long everyday dress of flowers, a swath of folded silk from shoulder to waist. Good luck, I said, and meant it, and saw beyond her in the crowd 2 policemen in military garb, gold braid and epaulets. I hoped they spoke enough English to help me out, or I'd find a phone, call the hotel. I heard her voice then, just a sound, no word I understood. She was on the back seat of the taxi, her hand moving in that universal gesture, summoning me. It was all gesture and tone, something in her voice and the meeting of eyes. We had no language between us. I went with her in the taxi through the smog and blare of late afternoon traffic, motorcycle revs, the guttural diesel and brake of stop-and-go trucks. There's my cue. My hotel not far, a drop-off, I figured, on the way to her own destination, maybe out of the way entirely. I'll never know. I paid the driver what he said in some extra odd coins. The woman, I could see now she was old and beautiful, deep lines in her face, as though she'd earned them, had slid over the seat to where I'd just sat. As the car pulled off, we both opened our hands on the window between us, all the fingers and thumbs matching up. I, who have faith in language, what the sentence can say, one human to another, it's clumsy, the telling of this story, which should be a song without words, oboe and string perhaps, a ballet of gesture, grace of the body itself, a language I don't know but desire, without the heat and noise of words. So that's the first poem in the volume. I'm going to shift radically to another location. This one actually has two locations. The first from my southern background, where I still have family, and this one a story of my sister and my nephew, and then I moved radically to Paris. The magpie. At 2 a.m., he kills himself in his truck after beer with his buddies, watching NCAA basketball on a screen above the bar, his wife gone to bed at home, his two sons asleep in their tiny beds. He's too awake to settle down, so he drives country roads, gas tank loaded, fast in the middle of nowhere. A hard swerve from a rut, solid old pine. Everything turns over and catches fire. Shotgun shells go off in the flatbed. Dental films confirm my sister's first son. Not much to bury. He's 35. On the phone, furies of a ripped out mind. Metal, plastic crumpled, cracked, burnt oil, rubber, flesh, bone, ash, shell shock. She's already been to the scene, the gash in the tree. Why, tumble over and over how it happened. Quarrels with his wife, early morning coffee with his father at his father's kitchen counter. After night shifts, he doesn't go home. She blames the wife, has already told her grandsons, Daddy was killed, he won't come back, in his truck. On the day of my nephew's death, I'm in Paris, an apartment in Montmartre. A pair of magpies are building a nest in a treetop level with my window. Each day after the other flies in with long, each after the other flies in with long, clean sticks, tufts of fiberglass insulation from a construction site. Styrofoam, gum wrapper glitter. The tree is beginning to leaf out. Day after day, I visit paintings. Monet's The Magpie at Musée d'Orsay. Small, still bird on a gate rail in a wintry landscape. Bare trees heavy with white ice. The barn and sky, pale, pale yellows. Hint of blue in shadows on snow. Day after day, I witness what doesn't matter much at all, what repeats and flies away, the tolling of the bells of Sacré-Cœur. And then a short one to end with. This one's in Greece. I got very lucky and won a scholarship once to be a student for summer at the American School of Classical Studies in Athens, and the whole point of the program was to see as much of Greece as possible, went to all kinds of odd places. This one's called Tomb Paintings. Once I climbed down a ladder into a tomb in a peach orchard in Macedonia to see ancient paintings of laurel and pomegranates, colors of the peach I'd stolen and was about to bite into. The room cool and so tiny, even I bent over. No sign of human remains. Walls and ceiling pristine, no peeling paint, no splotches of mold, a smooth plaster ground for colors washed in the light of my headlamp, magnified as if by water. A clean death, I thought, for a woman well loved, a delicate, everlasting decorum. Gradually the tomb filled with gasoline fumes, and I climbed up again to Greek light, a stunning summer heat, and there the motorcycle man, the owner of the orchard, the peach in my hand, unbruised, one green leaf. It's not ripe, he said. It will be hard and bitter. Wow.